Hey everybody, welcome to Conscientious Omnivore. I'm going to show you how to make a quick meal that's using just some basic ingredients here and very nutritious and delicious. So what we've got is about a half a head of red cabbage. We're already got it chopped up to small pieces like this. I'm going to do some peppers, some carrots, a couple of onions. I got the purple and the regular yellow. And start by chopping up the onions, saute those. I'll show you that in a second. Then I'm going to add the peppers and the carrots, saute all that stuff up, and then add the cabbage last. Then we'll season everything, and this pairs up really well with just about any kind of your favorite starch. Alright, so the onions are sauteing now, and I'm actually using a no oil cook method here. So they will start sticking after a while, not quite yet. But what you'll notice is that as the onions start to caramelize, they will stick to the bottom a little bit due to the lack of oil. But that's fine, because all you need to do, I'll show you when they do start doing that, is you just add a little splash of water and stir again, and all that tasty caramelization just comes right up from the bottom of the pan. So just while this is going, I'm going to keep chopping up my veggies, save some time. Okay, I got the peppers chopped up, working on the onions. Working on the carrots and been stirring the onions in between. And now they're starting to get caramelized, so I'll show you what to do next. So you can see that they are starting to get a little bit sticking at the bottom. And at this point you're thinking, oh no, I'm going to burn my onions. But no, you're not. Because what you do is you grab a little bit of water, throw that in there, watch the steam, and then just stir again, and all that lovely caramelization just comes right up, and they don't stick. And you do this maybe once or twice more, depending on how soft you want the onions and how caramelly you want them. I'll just do this a little bit more, maybe one more time, and then I'm going to throw in my peppers. Okay, getting some really nice color in there now, so I'm going to add my peppers. And a tiny splash of water, stir it up, and keep chopping the carrots. Alright, peppers are starting to saute nicely as well now, and I'm going to add my carrots. I like to chop them like this because they end up cooking a lot faster, and I really kind of like the way that their texture comes out like this. Sometimes I do cut them into small little circles or other kind of shapes, but I do like this long and skinny kind of chop. So keep sauteing this, and then parallel we got some water boiling over here. We're gonna make some pasta. So that'll get cooking in a second, and it saves you time if you got both things going together. You can see the veggies softening nicely. So I'm gonna add a splash of water again. And the water's boiling now for the pasta, so I'll add that as well. Okay, veggies are pretty nice and soft now, and pasta's cooking, so I'm going to add my cabbage here and mix that all up. Kind of hard to do this with one hand. I'm going to need to get a camera stand at some point. Okay, pasta's coming along nicely, and got this covered. Keep the steam in there, cook up the cabbage a little bit faster. Here's a quick look at the seasonings I'm going to be adding in a little bit. We got turmeric, paprika, black pepper, salt, and caraway seed, ground caraway seed or fennel. I find these combinations to be really good. I pretty much use turmeric and paprika in almost everything, and of course salt and pepper to taste. But I really find that for cabbage as well, I like adding caraway or fennel because it helps with the digestion. And it gives a nice kind of sweet taste that really pairs well. So everything's turning a nice purple from the cabbage and softening up nicely. I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer. Pasta's almost ready to be taken out, so I'll strain that, lightly rinse, and just add a little bit of salt and olive oil to taste. And then I'm going to come back to this and add in the seasonings. Okay, everything looks pretty well uncooked. I'm going to add all the spices now, stir up, let it go for a little bit longer, and then, ready to eat. almost forgot. There's one last thing that I always add to cabbage dishes that I really enjoy for taste and also for the health benefits. It's just a little splash of apple cider vinegar. So I just, don't go crazy, just add a little bit, stir that up, let it go for like another minute or two, and then we're ready. Alright, so here it is, all cooked up and ready to be eaten. I think it's delicious. I don't know if the technology has made it so far that you can actually taste this yet or smell it, but who knows, maybe in the future. Anyway, for now, you'll just have to believe me that it smells incredible, it tastes great, and yeah, it's quite filling, very hearty. Obviously, if you wanted to add more stuff, you can chop up tofu or seitan or anything else that you wanted to make this more, hearty with, but I think it tastes great just the way it is. And then you can also see that there's quite a bit left, so I think this would easily feed I think for like 4 adults for a meal. I think this is quite a cheap option and very tasty. So with that, I'll wrap up. I just wanted to mention a quick couple notes about the nutrient aspect of this dish. The vitamin and nutrient content is really high, so you get a lot of vitamin C from here, from the cabbage, the peppers. You get all the beta carotene from the carrots. You have just tons of great stuff. I think there's vitamin K as well in the cabbage, if I remember right. But lots of B vitamins, E vitamins as well, as I mentioned in my other video about eating the rainbow. So you get a lot of different colors here. You got all the polyphenols in the dark purple color of the cabbage. So really it's just very, very nutritious, super tasty, very cheap to make, and very quick to make. So I think I made this whole thing in like 20-25 minutes maybe. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good go-to quick meal, and using very cheap, readily available ingredients that you can find in pretty much any store, I would say. And yeah, you can kind of knock me for using white pasta here, but it is dirt cheap, and I think going with like a more whole grain pasta, yeah, we could have made it even more nutritious and beneficial, but we have no shortage of fiber here, so I think just, yeah, it could be brought up a notch, but nonetheless, I think this is quite good. And you can obviously pair this with other stuff, rice, grains like barley, or buckwheat, or other things like that. Potatoes, this would be fine to go with potatoes. I also love doing cabbage with potatoes, like in the oven. That's maybe a topic for another video, but yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Give it a shot. Let me know if you made this and or something similar, and what your thoughts are. Cool, thanks. Bye.